welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you here, as always. So we'll talk about stuff that's happening with you and stuff that's happening with me and stuff that's happening in the world. So let's jump right into it. How do you tell that your significant other, your man, your boyfriend or husband is cheating? How do you tell? What are the things you look out for? I always give you guys tips and tricks. And what do you do after you find out that he's cheating? That is what we're talking about today. It's an abomination in itself. It shouldn't be condoned. It shouldn't be taken lightly. It can be a traumatic experience for the person that you're cheating on. So it's just somehow. First sign that he's cheating is that there will be a drastic change in communication. There will be a drastic change, unexplainable change in communication. Just all of a sudden, somebody is busy. He's too busy. What's happening? You know that normally, you know how much you guys communicate, how frequent the communication is. It will decline for no reasonable reason. So once you see that, raise your ears up. Something fishy is going on. Most of the time, routine changes. If you've gotten used to somebody, you spend time with somebody, you will know how that person's day goes. You know what happens in the person's day, what he's doing by 12 p.m. There's a way you communicate. You just know that my boyfriend can't be here. My husband will be here by this time. He should be home by now. You already know how he moves. But once the routine changes just because you can't explain, the pattern is changing. And nothing significant, nothing, you can't really point at what is causing the change. It's a signal. At that time, you should raise your ears up again because he may be cheating. He becomes more critical of you. Like the things that he would normally overlook, the things that don't mean anything, begins to mean so much to him. Like he begins to criticize everything you do. Why did you do this? You shouldn't have done this. Those kind of things. Is getting a bit too irritated, by you and the things you do. It's a signal that nigga's attention has drifted. He doesn't like questions. You will not see ego, pride, everything will just come out all of a sudden. Normally you could ask him, my love, where are you going to? Sweetheart, where are you coming from? Simple relationship things that used to happen. You realize that when you ask this kind of questions, you'll be irritated. You'll be like, why are you asking me? Why should he know this? He's cheating. His phone habits begin to change. And when I say phone habit, I mean that he could easily, you even had his password before, right? But before you don't have access to the phone, you can't open it. Now it's not like you should be going into your partner's phone or your guy's phone to be checking all over the place. But sometimes you may just have a use for it and you pick it up. You can't open it anymore. If his calls coming, you could see the person on the screen, you could see the name, but now he has made everything so secretive. You can't really know what's happening inside the phone. These are phones, our mobiles are like our life. Like you can have somebody's life in your palm. So you had access, you could see how things happen, but all those things have been taken away. And when he's around you, his phone, he turns it upside down. Once he turns it upside down, or is on silent, or is on airplane mode, all those unusual things begins to happen. He is cheating. Okay. His excuses don't add up anymore. Lying is very difficult. It's easier to tell the truth. I just went here, Jerry, because you're telling the truth, you have nothing to be worried about. But once he's lying, you see that the excuses will be saying it will not be making sense. So all those things are pointed because it's hard to even remember the lie you told before so that you can repeat it when you're asked that same question. It's work, it's mental work, brain stress. Sexual intimacy in a relationship will decline. It will decline significantly. If you're married or you're in a relationship, you know the frequency of your thing, what you do. You know how intimate, all the things that happen. But you will see that it drops and it drops, and you can't explain. The flame is not the passion is not there anymore. You don't understand what's going on. He's not meeting up because he's giving that attention and that intimacy to somebody else. So when you see all those things, do the math, number the numbers. It's a very sad thing. But why do people cheat though? Why is it that men cheat? I'll talk about women in another video. But why do men cheat? People have been explaining and explaining and explaining, but I've not really gotten the rationale behind it. I've not understood yet the psychology behind cheating. Everybody's bringing different things, but the thing isn't thinging. It's not adding up. You have a woman that loves you, right? That does everything she can to make sure that your relationship is beautiful, you're happy together. But you just start cheating out of the blue. She's giving you everything she can. Let me tell you what to do. Once you start cheating, I'll tell you. It's traumatic because as a lady, if you're cheated on, it can begin to have an effect on how you see yourself. Because some people that don't have I've not attained a strong level of self-awareness, that are not mature emotionally, will begin to think that it's them. We begin to think that it's about them. They are not doing it right. Begin to give excuses for the man and all that. Listen, my sister, it is not you. Especially if you are doing everything you can. It's important that you're doing everything you can, to make sure that your relationship is going on well. But it is not you. You are not the cause. He is the one. It's on him. Don't take part of that blame. No, it doesn't belong to you. Listen, if you're not careful, you begin to doubt yourself. Am I beautiful? Are you sure I'm beautiful? Are you sure I'm attractive enough to... Listen, it's not only men that like attractive things. Women like attractive things. So I don't know what makes them feel that... See, it's not you. That's what I'm trying to say. So just know that. Keep that at the back of your mind that you're beautiful. If it happens once and you never again do it, you see the effect it has on your partner, and you work hard through the process of healing, and you change for real, that is better. But when it's a behavioral pattern, it's a lifestyle, I don't understand. It confuses my brain. You're woman enough to keep a man. You're woman enough to have a man that loves you and can't do without you. Have that at the back of your mind. So when you see that, raise your eyes and be like, what's going on? See, there's a way you go about these conversations. It's not quarrel, it's not fights. They don't beg people to. You don't force people rather to stay with you. The person doesn't see the value in you. You don't force them. No, it's not by force. Everybody has a choice in life, especially with regards to who they want to be with. What you do, first of all, sometimes that thing that is in your head, write it down. The patterns, the things that have been changing, write it down. Put your thoughts to paper so that you know that it helps you. It has what it does. So write all the things that are happening down, where the pattern is changing, what's not happening, what's been happening, Critically think about it. Think about it. Don't just rush and make decisions and say, in fact, I saw this on your phone today, I'm talking to you today. No, it's a strategic something. You plan it. You plan the right time to have that conversation. You don't just say about it's sensitive. And you're supposed to have to prepare yourself for whatever feedback you receive. So, you see, it's a lot of thinking that should go into, approaching a cheating man. Because men will get defensive. Men are very defensive. They will defend you will begin to say, okay, continue. You may even find yourself apologizing. Imagine, it happens. So make sure that you put your thoughts to paper and plan the way you want the conversation to go. Plan the things you want to say. There's nothing as beautiful as a good plan. It may be like, it's not to talk to him. I talk to him every day. I don't have to plan. It's not true. Plan how you want the conversation to go, where it should go to, and the outcome of that conversation based off of what you're getting from him. Have, something in your mind, put it to paper. It's what I'm expecting. Structure your conversation, and when you want to start this conversation, make it as healthy as possible. See, big girls, mature ladies don't start talking and being insultive, talking, no, it's difficult, yes. You have to put your emotions in check and make sure that you're communicating yourself and you're expressing yourself as clearly as possible without the unnecessary drama. No, drama free. That's how I did this 2023. Drama free. So have the conversation with him, bro. What's happening? Make it as healthy as possible, where he will be able to also express himself and tell you, what exactly is in his mind for you. From there, from the feedback you are getting, pay attention to the things he's saying. Pay attention. If he has fallen out of love with you, pay attention to that. Look at all those things. Gather this information you gather together. gather this information together and ask yourself at the end of the day, you are the one that has been, traumatized, the one that is in pain, because it's painful, very painful. Men don't understand how painful it is. I don't know. Put all these things together and ask yourself that, can I handle a repetition of this kind of occurrence again? Can I handle, this being his lifestyle? Ask yourself quality questions and see, don't block yourself from these realities. Don't try to move your face from, no, look straight in the face and ask yourself, can I stay with this person if he cheats again? Can I continue? What effect will it have on me? All these questions are important. Ask yourself these questions. Marriage is a long-term commitment that, even though people just divorce for whatever reasons, but I like to see marriage as a long-term. It's like once you go in, you shouldn't be thinking of coming out anytime. So if it's a serious relationship, or even marriage, whatever it is, make sure that you are ready. Is the person patient with you in case you want to forgive the person? That one is on a case-by-case basis. You look at it clearly. Should I forgive this person? Should I continue? It is hard, yeah? But at the end of the day, make that decision by yourself. Don't let your emotions get into the way of your logic. When it comes to things like this, your logical reasoning that men say we don't have, it should be up. It should be sparking. It's difficult to separate yourself from your emotions, especially when you've created this bond with somebody. You can't do it at this person. But my sister, ask yourself what you really want. Are there other attributes of this person that you want to use to cover up for this? If you can manage on you, you're responsible for giving yourself the life you want. You're responsible for the life you're living. You're responsible for the outcomes of your decisions. So ask yourself those questions, and if it is what you want to, if you choose to stay, good for you. I don't know what to say. If you choose to leave, then bounce. Go on. Have a support system of people that love you, that appreciate you, that value you, and make that decision for yourself and be happy. At the end of the day, choose yourself first. So that's the end of the video. I hope you learned one or two things. I hope you picked a few things, and I hope that you're making the right decision for yourself. Please subscribe to this channel, share the video, like, comment, whatever. I don't know. Just let's grow together, all right? I'll do my best to make sure that I'm bringing out quality content for you, and please do your best to support me, all right? Okay, bye. Have a lovely day, guys. Bye.